Hey, kia ora whānau, you're here with me, the maoriwargamer, and today we'll be playing a Star Wars Legion battle report. Welcome whānau to this 700 point Star Wars Legion battle report with your host, the maoriwargamer. Seeing the forces of the Rebel Alliance take on the remnants of the Galactic Empire, continuing the narrative we set last week's battle. We're set in an alternate universe where Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine survived the destruction of the second Death Star. The Rebels won the battle for Endor and have begun to reclaim a lot of power in the galaxy. So the Empire has, gone into hiding, trying to lay low to consolidate their power and make a counterattack. The forces of the Rebels will not let that happen. So they have tracked down the remnants of the Empire to the desert planet of Tatooine, its twin suns blazing in the sky, looking to capture and take out those key threats, those key targets to a peaceful galaxy. We'll be playing the intercept the transmissions mission. So we have an objective in the center of the battlefield, one here and one over here. Our goal is to capture those objectives turn 2 and 4. Each player gains a victory token for each objective token they control. End of the game, you gain 2. So basically, we just want to try and capture the battlefield. There's key points in the center of the battlefield. Empire remnants led by the mighty General Veers, accompanied by a few special operatives. Emperor's royal guards, stormtroopers abound, hungry for revenge after the thrashing they took on Endor. Luke Skywalker as well is here to support General Han Solo to secure victory and achieve peace for the galaxy. Wookiee warriors from Kashyyyk are here as well. So that's our battle for today. 700 points, Empire versus Rebels. Armies have been deployed. Go into turn 1 with the Empire player carrying the initiative token. But before we go into turn 1, we'll take a closer look at the armies we'll be playing with today. 700 points of Rebel Alliance led by Commander Han Solo. He is equipped with emergency stims. He has hunter and improvised orders. And accompanied with Luke Skywalker, he has Jedi mind trick, force reflexes, and recon intel. 2 6-man Rebel Trooper squads with Z6 heavy weapon trooper, a Rebel Trooper upgrade, fragmentation grenades, and targeting scopes. An AT-AT equipped with the rotary blaster, a 4-man bare bones Rebel Commando squad, and a 3-man unit of Wookiee warriors, bare bones, no upgrades. 700 points of Galactic Empire led by General Veers, bare bones with no upgrades. He has also acquired the services of Special Operative Boba Fett. He has Duck and Cover and Hunter upgrade cards. 2 6-man Stormtrooper squads, yellow squad here with an additional trooper and the rocket launcher. And red squad here, an additional trooper, and the DLT-19 Stormtrooper heavy weapon in the back there. A 4-man unit of Imperial Royal Guards with the Electro Staff Guard unit upgrade. The E-Web Heavy Blaster team with the Barrage Generator upgrade. And a 2-man Speeder Bike squad. Alright, so turn 1, Star Wars Legion. The Rebel Commandos have taken their scout movement. Moving to capture objective 3 over here. Luke Skywalker, equipped with recon intel, has made a scout 1 movement as well, heading towards the enemy forces there. Just about to reveal our order cards that we threw down. 2 pips to 1 pip. Maximum firepower. So we're starting off very aggressive. I'm going to call down some sort of orbital bombardment. So Empire is going to take the initiative for turn 1, so we'll go into their activation first. So General Veers has moved off the shipping containers, moving backwards, looking to go towards objective 2 over here, I'm guessing. He's also used an aim token, and then activating his order cards, maximum firepower. He gets to perform an attack range 4 down upon his enemies. I get to kick in the reckless diversion though, because he did try to target the rebel commandos on objective number 3. However, I've called in my reckless diversion, so when an enemy unit performs an attack, it must attack a trooper unit that has a face-up order token if able. So that attack is going to be called down onto these guys instead. A worthy, noble sacrifice. Hopefully they survive. We'll see what happens. 4 red dice for attack. 3 hits, 1 crit. 4 hits. So 4 armor saves. Alright, so 4 hits from General Veers' orbital bombardment. 4 white dice saves. Let's see how we do. White dice are normally notorious. All 4, well, 4 of them are going to just instantly be vaporized. Ouch. Better them than the commandos, though. The commandos wouldn't have fared much better. So that's his activation. On to my activation now. So Han Solo is going to activate for turn 1, and he's going to take a shot into Boba Fett with his blaster pistol. So 2 red shots. Oh, one's a miss, but one's a hit. And that surges into a critical hit, actually. So 1 defense for Boba. Red die for Boba. That's a save, isn't it? Alright, so Boba Fett has managed to dodge the shots from Han Solo. Han's activating the gunslinger ability to perform another range attack, shooting his blaster into the heavy weapons team. So 2 shots. 1 crit, 1 regular wound.
2 red dice.
Red dice too?
Yep.
1 blank, 1 hit, so 1 wound.
Yep.
How many wounds does it have?
4.
So I've got 3 left.
Yep.
Cool. Well, that's a start. Alright, so next activation, Imperial Royal Guards are activating, making 1 movement and shooting into, well, 1 unit is in range of the Wookiee, so he's going to shoot in 2 black dice. Let's see what that surge does. So that attack surge, there's nothing there. So I think that means that nothing happens. Let me know if that's wrong. But we're going to count that as no successful hits. So the Wookiees are safe. And next activation for the Rebels. So I've got 1 unit that I issued orders to, but it has been weakened. So I'm choosing not to activate him and instead choose from my order pool. So let me know if that's incorrect. But I'm going to choose my unit to activate. Going to go this one, which is a trooper. However, I've also got improvised orders on Han Solo. So after an order token is drawn, draw a second order token from the pool, which will be this one. AT-AT, nice. So I can put this one back into the pool, and I'm going to go with the AT-AT activation. Alright, so AT-AT activation, stomping forward across the desert planet of Tatooine. He's going to open fire into the heavy weapons squad here. He gets 5 attacks with the rotary blaster, and he gets attack surges as well. So that is 3 hits, and rolling 2 more dice. So 4 successful hits. Alright, so the heavy weapons team's taken 4 hits. It's going to take 4 defense rolls with the red dice. 1 passed, 2 passed, and we'll just check that surge. Alright, so after the AT-AT's fire, the heavy weapons team has 1 wound remaining, 2 suppression tokens currently. So my opponent's going to draw from the random order pool. Let's see what he whips out. Trooper unit. So Red Stormtrooper squad activating next. They're going to fire in with the blaster rifles first. They'll spend an action to make an aim action. And going to open fire. Blaster rifles into the Wookiee warriors from Kashyyyk, rolling in those whites. Oh, that wasn't too bad. There we go.
2 hits.
Alright, so the blaster rifles of the stormtroopers landed 2 hits onto the Wookiees. Let's see how they go. Doesn't count, so that is 2 wounds. They've got 1 wound left. DLT-19 trooper's going to fire in his weapon. 2 red dice into the Wookiees. 1 hit.
Use the aim token to reroll this.
Aim token.
2 hits.
2 hits. So 1 Wookiee is dead and 1 on 2 wounds. Alright, so the return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker is activating. He's taken 2 movements and charging into the speeder bikes, flaring up Anakin's lightsaber. And going to swing in. So 5 attacks, 3 hits, and 2 more hits. 4 hits with the lightsaber. 4 saves coming up for the speeder bikes. Let's see what they do. That's 1. That's not 1.
Yeah, it is.
Is it? Alright, so it's about time that we spilt some blood of the Empire. They've taken out 3 rebel troopers. They've taken out 1 Wookiee. So Luke Skywalker is angry. Anger turns to hate. Hate turns to fear. Fear turns to the dark side. Yeah. And then chops this guy up. Cancel 2 shield results. And then wounds this guy to 1 wound as well. What an absolute boss. What a Jedi. King of Star Wars. Going into the next activation though. Alright, so the heavy weapons team opened fire into the AT-RT, landing 3 hits. So 3 defense dice, 3 nothings. So down to 3 wounds remaining. We'll just double check vehicle damages. Alright, Rebel Troopers activating now for turn 1. We're going to open fire into the heavy weapons team, finish it off. It's got 1 wound left. So we're rolling in our 3. We've got 5 blaster rifles to shoot in with. Rolling in 3 to start. So 2 hits. Alright, so 4 red defense, 1 wound remaining. Only need to fail 1 of these. Past 3. 1 more to go. Fail it, fail it, fail it. Shit. Alright, don't worry. We have the Z6 Heavy Trooper. Opening fire with the Z6 Trooper. Also going to throw a cheeky grenade in there. So 6 white dice, 1 black dice. Alrighty. Alright, my opponent believes this dice here is cocked. I disagree. I'm just going to place the dice on top of that. If it balances,
You knocked it over! It's cocked. Reroll!
No, we need to flip a coin.
Do you have a coin?
No. Well, how do we decide this?
Flip the order token.
Alright, flip the order token to determine the cocked dice. If it lands on this Empire logo, then I'll re-roll the dice. Alright, so after all of that, 3 more defense dice to roll. Come on, just 1. Screw them. Alright, so these rebels got nothing done, firing all their shots, grenades, heavy weapon into this guy. Still couldn't finish the job. Very disappointing. Across here, Yellow Stormtrooper squad's about to activate. They are taking an action to aim and then shooting into the rebel commandos who are currently holding objective 3. So firing in 5 white dice.
2 hits.
2 hits.
3 hits.
3 hits. So
they've got the rocket launcher after that.
Yeah. So the rebel commandos are in light cover, so that becomes heavy cover, which I believe will cancel out 2 hits, and then they can still roll their defense dice. So the rebel commandos, the force is with them. They survived the volley of blaster rifles, with defense rolls and cover applied. Now just rolling in the rocket launcher. 1 hit.
Aim token reroll.
2 hits with regular hits. I don't believe we can reapply the cover, but we can still take defense rolls. So 2 defense rolls for the rocket launchers. 1 hit, 1 save, 1 failed. So 1 rebel commando bites the dust. Ugh. Alright, so nearing the end of turn 1, the Wookiee warriors activating next. Only 2 special operatives tokens left. So these 2 moving forward and going to shoot in with their Kashyyyk pistol into the speeder bike. So 2 crits, 1 regular hit into the speeder bike. Speeder bike taking 3 defense rolls for those hits, rolling 3 blanks. Yeah! Dead?
Dead.
Dead! Woo! Wookiee victory. Last activation for the Empire. So Boba Fett, hired mercenary, hired by General Veers, needing a bit of additional support in preparation for the Rebels' attack. He's jetpacking in. He survived falling into that hole. Yeah, that would have been on Tatooine too, wouldn't it? So yeah, on the land of the Hutts. Anyway, he survived. He's jetpacking over and going to fire into the Rebel squad who has not yet activated. So I thought they could slip unnoticed, but they did not. He's firing in. He's got Hunter upgrade as well, so attacking a wounded unit. He gets to add an aim token. So rolling in there. 1 blank. I would assume that would be a hit.
Attack, yeah.
Yep. So you can use your aim to re-roll that one.
Mm-hmm.
Another blank. So Boba looks cool but does nothing. 1 hit. Oh, hold up. Alright, so these rebel survivors hit the dirt as Boba's gun blasts into them, managing to escape any sort of damage, but gaining a 2nd suppression token, so bringing them up to double their courage value. We've got 2 more units to activate though, the Rebel Commandos and these troopers as well. Rebel Commandos here just going to shoot into the yellow Stormtrooper squad up here. 3 attacks with their blaster rifles. They have Sharpshooter 1, reducing the defender's cover by 1. So rolling in. 2 hits.
To the Stormtroopers?
Yep, so 2 white,
Red.
red defense.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, cool. 1 guy dead.
He's actually killed someone.
Alright, so managed to roll a defense at the rally step. The rebels hold strong against the face of the Galactic Empire and dig deep to get 1 final attack in before the end of the turn. Alright, so the rallied rebel troopers, at the inspiring words of their unit leader, decide to kick into action. They've lost their mates, they've lost their allies, but they know if they can dig deep, they can make 1 final impactful hit against the Empire. So they're moving forward. Han Solo here, rebel troopers here, AT-RT feeling emboldened by their allies' presence and going to look to finish off the heavy weapons team. So firing our blaster rifles, grenades, and the Z6 trooper. Let's see what they can do. Alright, so the courage of the rebel troopers has generated 3 successful hits into the heavily suppressed, heavily wounded, heavy weapons team. They've got 3 red dice defense to make though. Can they do it? Blank, blank, off the table. The rebels are victorious. Hooray! For the Empire, for the Republic. Woo!
For the Empire.
Man, the resources I poured into that thing, AT-RT, him, all these guys, I'm so happy we got it killed. heroes. These guys are Republic heroes. Alright, whānau, so with the death of the heavy weapons team, that marks the end of turn 1 in this intercept the transmission mission here on Tatooine. So currently, only one unit is occupying objective at the moment. Our rebel commandos up here. We've still got objectives 1, which is this big dome in the center, and objective 2 unoccupied. But yeah, I felt it was pretty rough turn 1 for me. I lost a Wookiee warrior. That's 3 wounds on that. That's pretty pricey. But I did manage to make a comeback at the later end of that turn. Luke Skywalker ripping in Jedi ferocity to wipe out the speeder bikes. And yeah, I think we're pretty well set up. Cleaned up the top left corner of the battlefield here. Only rebel stormtroopers there. Boba Fett, he's up against the whole force of the rebels, including Han. So he's going to have a hard time. So I think we've got a bit of dominance, a bit of early dominance set up, laying down the foundations for a successful game, which is what it's all about: strategy, friendship, fun. Hope you're enjoying yourself there, whānau. We're going to kick off. Initiative token passes on to the rebel player, which is myself. So go into the command phase, issue some orders, see what happens. Star Wars Legion, 700-point battle report. Don't go nowhere. Alright, turn 2 command phase. Orders issued. Let's see what's happening. I knew you'd do that one. I knew it. So I've gone 3 pips, he's gone 2, so he's ordering 2 units, he gets priority. I order Han Solo and 2 units. So turn 2 orders have been issued to the AT-RT Walker, Han Solo, and the Rebel Troopers here, whilst my opponent has issued his orders to Red Stormtrooper Squad and the Imperial Royal Guards. Empire activation, so the Royal Guards have taken a move action and then they can use charge to attack when they move. 1 additional hit into Luke. Whoa. So 1 wound, he has 5 left. Luke managed to survive an aggressive attack by the Royal Guards. They managed to inflict 1 wound onto the Jedi Knight. Just trying to determine now whether I try to draw from the order pool or activate my ordered units there. It looks like more action is going to happen in the top, in this side of the battlefield rather than the bottom. Yeah. Alright, so I've gone to activate my AT-RT, going to clear the bottom side first. AT-RT, point blank range, straight into Boba Fett. Firing his weapons now. Alright, so the AT-RT's opened fire into Boba Fett. He, what's his rule that gives him that cover?
Duck and cover.
Duck and cover. So he's got duck and cover equipped, which has cancelled a hit, but he's still taken 5 wounds. So rolling his 5 red defense dice. Oh, 2 blanks. And you got 1 more to save.
It's 5 in total, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's,
Right, so it's 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Alright, so Boba Fett's taken 2 wounds. He has 3 more remaining. Red Stormtrooper Squad open fire using an aim token and managed to kill another Wookiee warrior and bring this last Wookiee down to 1 health remaining. So better activate quickly. But we'll go through continue. Alright, so I activated improvised orders and managed to draw Luke from the order pool. So going to activate him now for rebel activation. Alright, so Luke's activating, he's moving forward into the Stormtrooper Squad. That will trigger charge, meaning he gets a free attack action with his with Anakin's lightsaber. So 5 black dice chopping into the Stormtroopers, PS2, all those goodies that you need. Let's go. 1 crit. Alright, so Luke has landed 3 blows from his lightsaber into the Red Stormtrooper Squad. They're going to make 3 defense rolls. So made one of them, but he has pierced 2, cancelling up to 2 results. So that is 3 stormtroopers dead. And time for Luke's second activation. Alright, so Luke is going to move out from those red stormtrooper squad and move back in to attack the Imperial Royal Guards. Now, if you can correct us if we're wrong, we're going to activate the 2 upgrades that Luke has, his Force abilities. So he's going to use Jedi Reflexes, and he's also going to use Jedi Mind Trick. So the way we're figuring it is it's just a free activation. Once you activate it, you can't use it. It's exhausted. So let us know if that's wrong or if it actually counts as a specific action. I don't feel like it should, but if we're wrong, let us know in the comments. Really appreciate the support of the YouTube commenters, Star Wars Legion fan base, helping me grow and expand my knowledge and bring better quality battle reports. So thanks very much. All right, so Luke has activated into the Imperial Royal Guards. 4 attacks, 3 crits, 1 regular, rolling 4 defense dice. So cancel up to 2 because of PS2.
You can't use PS twice, can you?
Yeah. It's a lightsaber. Is it going to turn off?
Well, 1 dead.
No, so that's 4 hits.
Yeah, so I saved...
None.
3.
You saved none.
I saved 3.
Those 2 are cancelled.
Yeah, so...
And that doesn't exist because no surge results exist for...
Oh, son of a... Well, 1 dead and 2 dead.
2 dead?
Yeah.
The Force is strong with my family. My father had it. My sister has it. And the maoriwargamer has it. Boba Fett activating for the Empire, up against a force of rebels right in front of him. Here's the roar of the Wookiees following the death of one of their friends, and repositions his target. Galactic Bounty Hunter Boba Fett withdraws from the mass of rebel troops in front of him and gets across the battlefield, locking sights with the lone Wookiee warrior. There's a high bounty for Wookiees these days, so if you can get his head, skin him, pelt, get his pelt, a lot of money to be made, and that's what he's after. So he opens fire with his blaster and manages to strike the finishing blow to this lone Wookiee warrior who has watched his friends die on the battlefield of Tatooine, their bodies buried by the shifting sands.
Kill confirmed. Moving to collect bounty and will return to my ship.
Witnessing the death of their elite's choices, the rebel troopers rally, let out a battle cry and charge towards Boba Fett. Ready your weapons, men. Don't let him get away. And so they use a move and going to take a shoot action into Boba Fett, the mercenary bounty hunter. Alright, so General Veers activating next for the Galactic Empire. He's taken a move action and he's going to shoot into Luke Skywalker, Return of the Jedi, opening fire with his blaster. He's got an aim token ready. Luke has a dodge token as well. Let's see what happens. Oh, he shoots white dice.
Yes.
Oh.
1 hits.
He's shit. So that's 1 regular hit, is it?
Do I want to use the...
Yeah, might as well use it.
Yeah, might as well.
Using the aim token. So 2 regular hits, not critical hits. Alright, so Luke takes a hit, but he's spent some points on his Jedi reflexes. And he's going to hone those now as those 2 blaster shots shoot into him. Looking to deflect the shots. No deflection, but the shots are saved. No damage taken. Luke remains on his 5 wounds. And end of activation of all the units in the top half of the field, at least.
Yep.
Very nice. Han Solo is going to chase after Boba Fett. He's angry on behalf of his friend Chewbacca, who's not here on this battlefield at the moment. He's going to open fire. The mighty gunslinger, sharpshooter, unleashing fire into Boba Fett here. So Han's going to open fire with his blaster into Boba Fett, who's jetpacking away. One regular hit. Do I get a reroll? No reroll, but you get one save.
One red defense.
One blank, so he's got one more wound. So he's got one wound remaining. Yee! So Han manages to draw some blood from Boba Fett, who was fleeing that way to collect his Wookiee bounty. Gunslinger, he's going to shoot into the stormtroopers here. We're still positioned behind the building on Tatooine. Alright, so 2 stormtroopers picked off from the blaster pistol of Han Solo. Elite gunslinger, sharpshooter, just a big overall chief boss dog. They're going to rally. They took an aim action and fired into the rebel commandos here, still holding objective 3. They managed to tank it and save themselves, taking no damage, at least from the rocket launcher. Still got 2 blaster attacks about to go in, so 2 white dice attacking into the commandos from yellow stormtroopers. So all the Empire units have completed activation. We've got drew out the rebel troopers here, who have moved up behind cover and taking shots into Boba Fett, who has got 1 wound remaining. So opening fire, going to throw in our grenades, blaster pistols, and Z6 trooper. It's only just 3 regular hits. So I think you only need to do 2 saves because one of them's cancelled out because you have suppression. So 2 saves.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I'm so glad I filmed that. Oh, that was beautiful. All right, General Solo, we have Boba Fett in our sights. Opening fire. Roger, roger. Justice for the Wookiee. Oh, that was beautiful. Special operative taken down by these guys. Wait, remember back to turn 1, I said these guys were the heroes. That was because they defeated the heavy weapons squad, hey? Oh man, these guys are going to get heavy promotion. They're going to become the next rebel veterans. Man, you guys are great. Last activation for turn 2 with my commandos. Alright, so final activation, the rebel commandos are going to shoot them with their blaster pistols. They've got an aim token ready as well. And going to shoot into the yellow stormtrooper squad here. Could potentially wipe them out. We've got an aim token to use. Rolling in. Not needed. We've got 2 crits and 1 regular hit into the stormtroopers.
Yes, you have 2 red dice. Cool.
3 blanks. Alright, so just 1 guy dies.
Cover cancels that one, doesn't it?
Alright, so end of the turn for the yellow stormtrooper squad with the death of 1 more stormtrooper buried in the shifting sands on Tatooine. Quick sweep over the battlefield. We are playing the intercept transmission mission from the box set. And yeah, but looking a bit scant. Wiped out Boba. This whole bottom half is owned by the rebels now. But that is not the aim of the game. Objectives do need to be captured. So yeah, the victory conditions are capturing these objectives, intercepting those transmissions in the center. Objective 2 there, and 3 currently held by my rebel commandos. So at the end of turn 2, only 1 unit holding an objective. And so that's 2 victory points to myself, 0 to my opponent. More victory points in turn 4, and then more victory points at the end of the game, turn 5. If we even make it that far. My opponent has 2 stormtroopers, 2 Emperor's guardsmen, General Veers, who is wounded?
No. Veers is wounded.
Oh yeah, I didn't deflect. And 3 red stormtroopers. So yeah, running pretty low. If we get that far, we'll see what happens. But we're going back to the command phase. Initiative passes over to the Empire. We'll issue commands and see what else happens. Stay with us. Alright, so command phase turn 3. 0 pips to 3, General Veers, and 2 units. So I get the initiative this turn, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so priority goes to me. And I'm going to attempt to draw from the order pool. I do have the improvised orders card that Han has. But really, I just want to get Luke. If I can get Luke, then I can do his movement, charge thing, and wrap up the game. So somewhere in here lies Luke's card. So let's see if we get it. If we get it, I am super lucky. And if I get it, and you're not subscribed, then you'll have to subscribe. Looking for... Holy mackerel. Oh my goodness. You have to subscribe. That was amazing. That was the Force. I'm Force sensitive. I said it before. The Force is strong in my family. My father had it. My sister has it. And you, the maoriwargamer, has it.
How?
How? How? You can't blame that was rigged. That was brilliant. That was the Force. The Force works in mysterious ways, young Sith. You're the Sith, I'm the Jedi. Alright, Luke Skywalker, the last Jedi, descendant of Anakin Skywalker. Fighting on Tatooine where they both grew up. Very thematic, very fitting. He's going to activate. So he's using his Jedi mind trick to increase the suppression on the Red Stormtrooper squad here. Just in case he doesn't manage to finish the job, activates his Jedi reflexes as well. He's going to take a move action into these boys and trigger the charge and swing in with his lightsaber. 5 attacks. 2 hits. 3 hits. And he gets 1 more. Oh, 3 hits though. That's all he needs. And that should actually kill him. Alright, so Luke Skywalker has landed 3 hits into the Stormtroopers. They're making 3 defense saves. 2 blank. That one's cancelled out because he is PS2. And watch this. Didn't even need to use a Jedi mind trick on them. That's only his first action done. 1 more action left. What will that be? Surprise, surprise, move. Alright, so Luke has moved back in, charging into the Imperial Royal Guard. They whirl around with their electro staffs and their little fancy golden sticks. Revving the lightsaber up. Boom, 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 boom. Zzz. Prepare to die. Alright, so Luke lands in 3 regular hits, 1 critical hit. PS2. These boys are going to go take some defense rolls. Rolling defense dice for the lightsaber hits. Those 2 are cancelled out because of PS2. You need to roll 2 more. Alright, so 2 cancelled, 2 saved.
1 dead, 1 alive.
1 dead, 1 alive. Chugging down slowly. Electro Staff guy swings in and manages to deal 1 damage to Luke. Too little too late though. He's got 1 guy there, 1 General Veers, and 2 crappy Stormtroopers. They're going to get minced to mince meat, I promise you. Alright, so General Han Solo moves forward and simply shoots into the yellow Stormtrooper squad, vaporizing them from the battlefield. And my opponent has decided to call it quits there. You know, completely understandable. He's only got General Veers and the lone Imperial Trooper, Luke Skywalker. He's got 4 wounds. He's revved up for revenge. He is just a mad lad. Playing how Darth Vader should have played last game. You know, rules errors there. You know, we're a pretty new channel. We don't, you know, we don't have much of a hobby community. It's just the 2 of us there. So we make do with what we got. We learn from the internet. The Star Wars Legion learn to play rulebook is so rubbish. Like, bits of information scattered all across. So we make do with what we have, but so hopefully you guys can fill me in on any rules errors encountered in this mission, but we'll chalk that up to Rebel Victory number 2 in this little Battle for Tatooine series. Hope you enjoyed yourselves, really enjoyed filming it. Game's a lot fun, a lot easier now that we've got bigger understanding of the rules. Looking to expand it in a big way in the new year 2020. Yeah, even easier to use. I used Battle Scribe to build my army today. Makes things a lot simpler. You know, now I know which upgrades to use, which I can use and can't use, all that kind of stuff. Makes for a much more enjoyable gaming experience. And I hope that shows through the camera. Hope it shows through the quality of this video. I enjoyed myself. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video at all, go ahead and hit like. Just like the video. Let me know you're watching. You know, it's pretty nice to go see the view counters stacking up high. Leave comments as well. Always like to hear from you. Just a humble wargamer from New Zealand. Just working on his hobby. You know, outside of work and family and all that other stuff. As we all do. And yeah, enjoying you know what I'm doing at the moment. Even go ahead and subscribe if you want to. But yeah, that's enough from me. Make sure you tune in next week for another Star Wars Legion Battle Report. Mix things up, see what else happens. Continue the story of the Battle for Tatooine. I hope I have your attention. Hope you'll join me to see the epic conclusion to this thrilling narrative. But yeah, once again, I am your humble host, the Maori Wargamer. Thank you for watching. Ka kite. Ano.